Rocco, to have that kind of start against Cole and see the 5 home runs in 3 innings and to see your guys not be able to close it out the rest of the way, how deflating is it?
Yeah, there were different waves of that game that I think everyone in the ballpark could easily feel. But I'd like to take a step back. Obviously we didn't close the game out the way we needed. That's pretty straightforward to all. But I was really happy with the way we came out. Playing a really good team, maybe one of the best teams in baseball. We think we're right there too. We went right at them. Went after one of the best starters in baseball today and hit him around pretty good. Couldn't have been happier with the at-bats that we had. And we kept coming back. We did a lot of good today. So I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the stuff that we know. We dropped a pop up. We did didn't complete some plays. We got to play crisper baseball if we're gonna get outs in the middle of the game and late in the game and make it happen. But I think we fought pretty good.
How much is that a mental battle though when you see some of those uncharacteristic plays to give them extra base or couple extra bases, some extra outs? How much is that the mental part of the game that got away from these guys, you think?
I think that play in particular was a little bit of just a random play. It's what happens after a play like that. How do you stay in control and actually realize and look up like that's still our ball game to win. We still absolutely are in control of what ends up happening. And I think we go forward in a better spot. Having played a game like that, we know what we have to do, and I don't think it's a game to dwell on. It was a good, hard-fought series, and there was a lot more that I was pleased about in that series than what I would talk bad about.
Did anybody ever call for that pop?
I have no idea if anyone called for it or not. I think it was just simply both guys thinking the other guy's catching it, and that's really it. I think we've probably only seen a handful of those ever, and for me, 20 plus years in the game, you don't see that very often. So I'm not going to read too much into it.
You obviously have to move on to the game tomorrow, but do you want your guys to? Do you want them that resonate that second wave? What kind of took place and think about it, or is it something you just flush it totally and move on from it?
There are times where you make mistakes in games, and there's a lot of reasons to really dive into it and talk about it and go back on it. I don't think that this is one of those games. I think we came out and gave ourselves actually a good cushion in the game. Obviously, it wasn't enough, but we did a lot early in the game that we were looking for. We needed to execute better on the mound, I think, tonight, and complete those plays. But I think there's a lot of worlds where this is a game. It's not just winnable. I think we, not that we probably should. I think we definitely should have won that ball game. And the reasons why we didn't, I don't think those are going to be things that are going to affect us going forward. I think these are things that we can set aside and we can build on this game, actually, even though it was a loss.